Courtney, a good semi-final afternoon, 3-0 win. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I thought we were brilliant. I think the way we started the game, the way we're playing at the moment, and the shape really suits us, and the lads have implemented it really well. And yeah, it was tough because the high pressure games that we didn't quite grasp in the season. We were never too sure what we were going to get, but the lads were fantastic. Trained really well Tuesday, bought into everything that we wanted, went through a lot of information, did everything we could to prepare, and then it's down to the lads to do that. And yeah, everybody to a man. 3 subs that have come on, the 2 lads that didn't come on, the lads out of the squad. They've all backed each other, and listen, we've got over the line in the semi, and it's half a job well done, and we've got another chance to get ourselves out of the league. We've got 1 game to do it, so bring it on.
We'll come on to Belford next week because they've beaten Bradford today in a moment. 2 red cards and 3-0. There was one word that kept coming out of your mouth, and that was punish. You wanted the lads to punish them and no let up in standards.
Yeah, we've got to keep doing what we're good at, and I thought we had a little bit of a spell where we went a little bit sloppy. It's difficult when the game gets ruined like that, really, because it wasn't really a game where they weren't really sendings off. I thought a couple of the bookings were a little bit harsh. I thought the ref was probably a little bit, too. What's the word? But just didn't let the game go, and it's tough. It's tough for the officials because it's a big game, and as it is for everybody. But yeah, you don't want to see them go down to 9 men, and you want to finish it 11v11 and make the best team win. But I thought the game was won before the sendings off. I thought we were really good, and listen, we've showed a lot of character there, a lot of desire. Against a good side, they've caused us a lot of problems. Scored 9 goals against us in the league, so we knew what to expect. And listen, I'm just pleased we've come through, and not really unscathed. I was going to say unscathed because we've had a couple of knocks and niggles, but hopefully they'll be okay. But yeah, massively pleased.
Who picked up some knocks today?
Yeah, Toys came off. I think he was on for a couple of minutes and he just I don't know if it was the turf, he just got jarred, or it was a little bit of contact. We're hoping it's just a dead leg or 2 coming together the knees, and he'll be okay. Issa's been struggling a little bit, and then McCall's a little bit tight, so it's difficult. Obviously Tom's come off injured as well, so we just want to make sure everybody's okay. It's we need everybody to be together for that game, and we need the best squad to choose from, because Belford are a fantastic side, and they beat us twice, and fair play to them, they've deserved it both times. And it's going to be tough for us, but listen, we'll give it everything we've got. The lads have done that all season. They've given everything in every single game. We can never question the sort of desire, really, and the commitment. But yeah, let's see what we're made of.
It was a flying start. Could have been sort of 1 up inside 20 seconds, and probably should have been 1 up at least before we scored with that goal from Hart. So pleased with the start, even if not quite clinical.
Yeah, listen, we're ferocious starters. We've always said that. We've got a lot of quality early doors, and we've put a lot of teams to the sword in the first half this season. We do start with the right tempo. They're going to miss chances. They've got us out the mud a little bit. The 2 strikers when we've been in it, and they've been ruthless for us. And when we've not played so well, they've put the ball away, and it's turned the game in our favour. But listen, they're allowed an off day, and listen, Harks has scored 2 unbelievable goals there. The headers. Fantastic, it's such a run and a great ball from Tom, and I think more than anything I'm pleased for lads for a clean sheet, because I said to lads, don't rely on those strikers and those front players to get you out, to get us over the line all the time. We need to make sure that we're competitive and we're combative at the back, and we keep teams out and restrict them to chances, and we did really. They didn't really have many shots on goal that were full chances, a couple of half chances and set pieces, and I thought we dealt with the game really well and dealt with their threats really well, and implemented ourselves. So yeah, I'm really pleased with everybody. It's a tough situation, a high pressure situation to be in, and you find out a lot about them, and we've learnt a lot today that they're ready for the challenge, and as I say, bring on Saturday, and it's 1 more go at it.
You touched on the clean sheet, particularly pleasing that aspect of the game, because of A, the lack of clean sheets. I think it's only the 2nd one since early February, and B, given the quality of someone like Craig Westcar in particular up front for Hucknall, and to shut him out must be particularly pleasing. Yeah,
they're an handful, as is Grant Ryan, he's a big strong character, and when you're playing up against 2 forwards that are ready to pin you and roll you and get into a scrap and a battle with you, it's difficult, and we didn't stand up to that the 2 games before. But we said today, you need to make sure that we need to be better in that situation, and make sure that the full-backs took round when they were playing against the 2, and we did that a lot better, which we hadn't done beforehand. So listen, the lads are learning a lot more, and they're taking on the information that we're giving to them, and we work hard to try and pick the best team against the team we're playing against. You know, it's not always on merit the team's picked, and you know, probably the same today. There's a couple of lads like Tyson's been fantastic for, you know, the last 3 or 4 games, and he's on the bench. But we thought it was a game for other people, and you know, luckily that's paid off. And yeah, listen, we want to keep as many clean sheets as we can at this stage of the season. You know, if we ended up winning 7-5 next week, I wouldn't care. You know, it's just got to be a win that gets you over the line. And but listen, if you build on clean sheets and being restrictive at the back, you're always going to have a chance of winning games.
And on next week, Belford have beaten Radford with a fairly late goal today, 2-1. What do you remember? What lesson do you take from those 2 games that we played against them this season?
Yeah, 2 totally different games really. I think the game at, I was going to say at home, but at Heather, you know, we're in a fantastic position. The team's changed a lot since then, and you know, we sort of caved in with 20 minutes to go. And then in the game at their place, there was nothing in the game really. It was a real tight, scrappy game, a typical sort of midweek game away from home. And you know, we just didn't manage the last 10-15 minutes really well. We had a couple of injuries and we've had to sort of juggle it around a little bit, and it sort of caught up with us. So we know they're a good side, you know, and I think, you know, when second and third are playing each other in the final, you know, the best 2 teams other than Kimberley are playing each other for a chance to get out of the league. And you know, again, they'll be full of confidence because they've beat us twice. So you know, we're the underdogs in this situation. You know, the pressure's fully on them to come here and beat us. Listen, we're ready for every single challenge that faces us, and the lads are not phased, neither are we. And this is a game of football, and we'll do everything we can to win and get over the line and get this club promoted.